phone silent ever since you got a ring. Funny, right? And I never cheated, not even once or twice. Not even once, don't change anything. See, that's why I don't feel the same. I don't. Cause you take anything and just make it everything. I kept my phone on silent ever since you got a ring. Funny, right? And I never cheated, not even once or twice. Not even once, don't change anything. See, that's
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join here on Viral. We talk about R&B singer Jhené Aiko and rapper Big Sean having they're together. They have good relationships, but Big Sean made a statement about why he don't see himself being married just quite yet. But we'll get to it in a minute. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on Vibes. We talk about Renee and Big Sean's Jhené and Aiko and Big Sean's relationship a little bit deep. Rapper Big Sean made some comments to Charlamagne the God that he had an interview with, and we're gonna give you the big storyline of what Big Sean said right here.
Industry weddings.
No, there has not been a secret industry marriage. I think that it's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. I don't know if to me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, oh, you got to get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost, and like marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced. The divorce rate's so fucking high. And I am someone who, I'm not like discounting anything, and I'm not saying that we aren't going to get married. But what I'm saying is that it's just, I would like to do a lot. I would like to, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I feel like, in general, we have so many relationships. It's like being peers, being in a group together, parents, romantic, all that, you know, it's like, it's a crazy connection, because no matter what, we're always going to be tied together, no matter what. So I think that doesn't discount that, like, she and me both have to be on the same page. Not to say we aren't, but I feel like I can only speak for myself, that there needs to be like more work done so we could keep going. Because there's a lot of focus on our family. There's a lot of focus on careers and everything. And that is something that I feel like has not been the main focus.
So y'all not necessarily together now, y'all just figuring it out.
Oh, look at you, Charlotte.
I'm just asking a question.
No, I'm not saying that either. That's, you know, what I'm saying is that it's not perfect and that it needs to be work done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Stopping y'all from getting married.
Yeah, rapper Big Sean saying that he sees himself with Jhené, but just because society blends to make them want them to get married, and the pressures and everything else, they don't want to go through what everybody else go through. They want to work things out before they get to that level, which that's understandable. Most people may want to get married. Some people may not want to get married. That's their person's choice, and that's their person's perspective and prerogative. And we understand that there's just a society pressure thing goes on every time. But hey, things like that goes along. Well, that's what Big Sean has said to Charlamagne the God. Let's give you a brief story on Big Sean and Jhené Aiko's relationship, your relationship timeout. Let's take a look right here.
Jhené and Big Sean kicked things off in 2016, even dropping a whole collab project together called 2088. Their chemistry was undeniable, but so were the drama and the toxic label slapped on their relationship. Fast forward to 2018, when Ariana Grande decided to shoot her shot at her ex, Big Sean, with a flirty shout-out in her Thank You Next video. She held up a scrapbook with pics of them and a message that read, "So cute, so sweet, could still get it." Around the same time, Jhené covered up her tattoo of Big Sean's face, sparking rumors that they had split. Word on the street was Big Sean had some infidelity issues, and the whispers just wouldn't stop. This same year, photos of Big Sean and Ariana in a car together were making headlines. In 2019, Big Sean tweeted, "In this hot girl summer, I'm just trying to find a wife." After a fan claimed he fumbled, he clapped back saying, "She's amazing. I didn't fumble anything, but I can see from how things can look from the outside looking in. It's all love though. That's what you don't understand." Come March 2020, Jhené's album Chilombo dropped, making it clear they had broken up. Despite the messy breakup, they still teamed up for Jhené's track None of Your Concern, which felt like a straight-up diss track. Jhené poured out all her pain and anger, especially in her intense track Triggered. People thought Jhené was throwing shade at Ariana Grande in None of Your Concern, with lyrics like, "Hearing things and seeing things, and so it seems you moving on from me. Of course you on the scene with Little Miss Thing, and trust me, she really don't want beef." In 2020, Big Sean got real about taking time for himself, working through depression, and the importance of being alone to find clarity. Therapy helped him focus on meaningful relationships and get his head straight. Then, a year after their breakup, Jhené and Big Sean were back at it. They always supported each other during separation, so fans weren't too shocked when they reunited. In November 2022, the couple welcomed their baby, Noah, sharing the sweet moment with fans on social media. But the drama didn't stop there. Recently, Jhené brought Big Sean on stage to perform their song Beware. Big Sean rapped his lyrics, "Put my phone on silent ever since you got a ring," which Jhené gave a look at her empty ring finger that said it all. Big Sean later chatted with Charlemagne, explaining why he hasn't married Jhené yet. Just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, and I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. To me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. I would like to, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Jhené and Big Sean.
As you saw right there, the relationship timeline gives you an in-depth look at Big Sean and Jhené's relationship from beginning to now. And what a story. I mean, Jhené Aiko and Big Sean, they are hit makers. Jhené Aiko, who can remember The Worst? That was the most pivotal song. Big Sean with his songs that he made. I think he made a song with I don't, that. But we ain't gonna go there with that. But Big Sean has made his as well, Jhené Aiko, and they're hit makers. They're rich, they're young, they're famous. They want to take their time, and you got to respect that. And sometimes you have to respect that. And some people may not feel that way and may not often be that way, but that's their relationship. Whatever works for them, works for them. All right. Let's hear what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say about Big Sean and Jhené Aiko's relationship. Let's hear what you had to say on what people say.
Really want this to you. Be careful when you out here with these guys because men love to feed you dreams. They know that we are always inside our head as women. They know that we like to fantasize and romanticize. They make a lot of promises and they end up being broken ones. They never end up coming to pass. And what they end up doing is breadcrumbing you. Okay. They end up feeding you little dreams and they end up, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is when a man he kind of just feeds you little things that make you just kind of want to just, follow him, to kind of get you to want, to want these things to come to pass. You know what I mean? Family, marriage, kids. You know what I mean? You have to be careful, because that can be dangerous, because that's what a lot of women desire. Look at Jhené Aiko, or however you say her name, and Big Sean. Look at them giving her the baby, but not willing to give her the ring or give her the marriage. The old folks or the country folks call it fitching a bit, where they just hang the carrot over your mouth. And how they used to hold the carrot over the horse's mouth, and the horse just thinking he gonna get this carrot, but the carrot, he never get the carrot, and he just walking thinking that he gonna get this carrot, and he never get the carrot. That's how men do you. They just dangle this little thing in front of your face, and you thinking that you gonna get it, and you just walking, and following them, and you thinking you gonna get this carrot, and you never get the carrot. Don't listen to what a man say. Look at what he does. And stop giving your all to somebody that never shows up for you. That's never a man of his word. Like, I really want to tell y'all, don't give these niggas no pussy, but dang, I mean, I know it's hard to tell y'all that, especially when you dating and in a relationship with them, but like, at the end of the day, it's like, how can you, like, it's hard to take them seriously. It really is. And it's hard to date, and it's hard to be in a relationship. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you always end up being disappointed. You always end up getting the short end of the stick. It's like, when are we gonna learn? When are we gonna learn? We want to hold them accountable, uh, what's going on? Like, this is why I'm single. Like, this is making it so much easier for me to stay to myself. Where's the benefit? There is none.
You do not want to get married to your partner. That is perfectly fine. What people are confused about is y'all saying that having a child is not as big as a commitment as getting married. That makes literally no sense, and you do not sound very smart when you say that. A child connects you to somebody for the rest of your life. And before you say, no, I can stop seeing that person when the child turns 18, what happens if the child decides to get married? What happens when the child graduates? You're just going to tell that other person not to show up at the graduation? School events, sports events, pickups and drop-offs is just as big as a commitment as marriage is.
Relationship timeline is messy. Jhené and Big Sean met back in 2012 and they collaborated on the song Beware.
Baby, last time calling me baby, last time calling me crazy.
They ended up going on a date to a basketball game. Although Jhené had a boyfriend at the time, Big Sean said he didn't care, and Jhené says that they were just friends and that the relationship was completely platonic. In a private ceremony on July 26, 2014, Jhené marries her boyfriend, Genius. I apologize if I pronounced his name wrong. In 2015, Jhené and Big Sean collaborate once again on his song I Know, where they played two elderly lovers in his music video. They collaborated on their EP 2088, and between the sexy cover art, the chemistry between the duo, and the subsequent music videos that followed, it left fans speculating, is there something more going on between these two? They were still married at the time, so people kind of just left it where it was. And to further spark dating rumors, the two shared a kiss on stage at their joint performance at Power 105.1's festival in 2016. Shortly after filing for divorce from her husband, she was later seen that year side by side at the basketball game with none other than Big Sean. According to the divorce docs, they were married in 2014. separated by 2015, and she filed for divorce in 2016. So again, not too much of my girl. Jhené ends up referring to Big Sean as the love of her life, and she even ends up getting his face tattooed on her. She said when she met Sean, they were forced to get to know each other on a friendship level because, like I said, she had a boyfriend and she was married at one point. And she said that he was just always a supportive friend and so good to her and there for her during her brother's passing. The pair appeared to be going on strong up until March 2019 when Big Sean was seen out with Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls, and coincidentally, Jhené unfollowed him from Instagram and had covered up her Big Sean tattoo. The couple insisted that the breakup was amicable and that they still had much love for each other. And they continue to support one another throughout their breakup, with Jhené reposting his song Single Again on Twitter, and then Big Sean responding with his support and love for her. And they collaborated once again, even though they were not together, on Jhené's song None of Her Concern.
It don't even hurt anymore. It don't even hurt. It ain't gonna work anymore.
They attended the Grammys together in March 2021, leaving fans to speculate, did they ever even actually break up? And in February 2022, at the Super Bowl, Jhené performs America the Beautiful, and who is there cheering her on? None other than Big Sean. And in summer 2022, the pair announced that they're expecting their first child together. And they end up taking a trip to Big Sean's childhood home in Detroit. And later that year, Jhené announces that they gave birth to their first child together, and Big Sean says that he's so happy to be a father. And the pair have remained super happy together ever since. And you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, well, what's next? When are they getting married? I'm hearing wedding bells. Well, here's what Big Sean had to say about that.
The divorce rate's so fucking high, and I'm not like discounting anything, and I'm not saying that we aren't gonna get married. But what I'm saying is that it's just, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
All right, you saw there what people say. A lot of mixed reviews between Big Sean and Jhené Aiko. One girl saying that Jhené Aiko shouldn't settle for less, and the other girl saying that if it's they want to wait, they can wait. Let's wait a while. So hey, hey, that's their relationship. We can't dictate someone's relationships or someone's marriages and stuff. Or however, situationships now, that's a new thing. You may not be committed in one relationship, but you are committed in something. So there's something the idea of. But hey, Big Sean and Jhené Aiko will work things out. Hopefully they will work things out, and hopefully we'll get a conclusion, and hopefully it'll be a good conclusion. Thanks for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. We'll see you again for another edition of Viral.